In the heart of Uganda, nestled among the rolling hills and dense forests, stood a small village named Namulanda. The village was known for its vibrant culture, friendly people, and three ancient schools: St. Agnes, Kawenda Primary, and Lagatsi Secondary. These schools were built during the colonial era and had educated generations of villagers. However, they also carried a dark secret that had been whispered among the villagers for decades: the schools were haunted. St. Agnes was a small, ivy-covered school built by missionaries. The story goes that Sister Maria, a kind and loving nun, once taught at the school. She dedicated her life to educating the children of Namulanda, but her life was tragically cut short when she succumbed to a mysterious illness. Ever since her death, the sound of weeping could be heard in the hallways at night. Students reported seeing a shadowy figure in a nun's habit walking through the corridors, her face hidden by her veil, and tears falling silently to the ground. Despite the eerie presence, Sister Maria's spirit was believed to be benevolent, watching over the children and protecting them from harm. Kawenda Primary School was known for its expansive playground where children would play and laugh during breaks. However, a tragic incident left an indelible mark on the school. Many years ago, a young boy named Akina disappeared mysteriously during recess. Despite extensive searches, he was never found. Soon after, children began reporting strange occurrences on the playground. Swings would move on their own, and a faint laughter, echoing with an otherworldly quality, could be heard. Some children even claimed to see a ghostly figure of a boy playing on the swings. The villagers believed that Akina's spirit was still bound to the playground, forever seeking playmates. Lagatsi Secondary was the largest of the three schools and had a reputation for academic excellence. However, it also had a darker reputation for students vanishing without a trace. Over the years, several students had disappeared, leaving behind no clues. The disappearances always occurred in the old library, a musty room filled with ancient books and dusty shelves. According to legend, the library was built on an ancient burial ground, and the spirits of the restless dead would occasionally claim a student as one of their own. Those who dared to enter the library at night would hear whispers, feel cold drafts, and sometimes catch glimpses of spectral figures among the bookshelves. One fateful night, under a full moon, 3 brave students from each school decided to uncover the truth behind the hauntings. Kwame from St. Agnes, Amina from Kawenda Primary, and John from Lagatsi Secondary met at the village square, armed with flashlights and courage. They planned to visit each school and confront the spirits, hoping to bring peace to the haunted grounds. Their first stop was St. Agnes. As they entered the dark hallways, they heard the soft sound of weeping. Kwame, with a kind heart, spoke to the spirit of Sister Maria, asking her to find peace. Suddenly, the weeping stopped, and a sense of calm filled the air. Sister Maria's shadowy figure appeared before them, nodded in gratitude, and vanished, leaving behind a single white lily. Next, they ventured to Kawenda Primary. The playground was eerily silent, but soon the swings began to move, and they heard faint laughter. Amina, with a compassionate voice, called out to Akina, telling him it was safe to move on. The ghostly boy appeared, smiled at them, and slowly faded away, the playground returning to its quiet state. Finally, they arrived at Lagatsi Secondary's old library. The air was thick with tension as they entered. Whispers filled the room, and cold drafts sent shivers down their spines. John, with a determined voice, addressed the spirits, promising to honor their resting place and asking them to release the students. The spectral figures slowly emerged, acknowledged their plea, and disappeared into the shadows. The following morning, the village awoke to a strange calmness. The hauntings had ceased, and the schools felt different. The villagers, hearing of the students' bravery, honored them as heroes. The schools flourished once more, free from their ghostly past. The story of Kwame, Amina, and John became a legend in Namulanda, a tale of courage and compassion that would be told for generations to come. And so, the haunted schools of Uganda found peace, their spirits laid to rest, and the village of Namulanda thrived under the warm African sun. Years passed, and the legend of the haunted schools turned into a cherished piece of Namulanda's history. tourists began to visit the village, eager to hear the tales firsthand and see the schools where the events had transpired. The villagers, proud of their heritage, welcomed the visitors and shared the stories with great enthusiasm. The economy of Namulanda improved, as the influx of tourists brought new opportunities for businesses and cultural exchange. Kwame, Amina, and John grew up to be respected figures in the community. Kwame became a teacher at St. Agnes, inspired by Sister Maria's dedication to education. He often shared his experiences with his students, instilling in them the same courage and kindness that had led him to confront the spirit. Amina pursued a career in psychology, driven by her desire to understand the human mind and the mysteries of the supernatural. She returned to Namulanda often, helping children cope with their fears and guiding them towards brighter futures. John, on the other hand, became an archaeologist, delving into the history of ancient civilizations and uncovering secrets long buried. His passion for discovering the past was fueled by his experience in the haunted library, and he made significant contributions to the field of archaeology. The three friends remained close, their bond forged in the crucible of their shared adventure. They often reminisced about that fateful night and the peace they had brought to their village. Their story served as a reminder that even the darkest of places could be illuminated by courage, compassion, and determination. The schools themselves underwent renovations, blending modern amenities with their historical charm. The once haunted hallways of St. Agnes now echoed with the laughter and footsteps of eager students. The playground of Kawenda Primary was filled with the joyful cries of children, free from the ghostly presence of Akina. The old library of Lagazi Secondary was transformed into a center for historical research, attracting scholars from far and wide who were intrigued by its past. As the years turned into decades, the legend of the haunted schools became a part of the folklore of Uganda, told and retold with each generation adding their own embellishments. Yet, at the heart of the story remained the truth of three brave students who had faced the unknown and emerged victorious. Their legacy lived on, not only in the stories but in the spirit of Namulanda itself, a village that had embraced its past, honored its heroes, and looked towards the future with hope and resilience. And so, under the same warm African sun, the village of Namulanda continued to thrive, its haunted past a testament to the power of bravery and the enduring strength of community.